We have a surprise guest here today, a Vietnam veteran, a Blue Star father.
Congressman Duncan Hunter is a war veteran himself. His son Duncan Jr. is proudly serving the United States of America in Afghanistan. Our organizations are nonpartisan, non-political, but we support those who support us. Congressman Duncan Hunter.
Melanie, thank you. And yeah, my son is a Marine, did a couple tours in Iraq, and he now gets to see new country in Afghanistan. And my dad was a Marine. I was in the Army, and they both claim that talent skipped a generation. What do you think? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for letting me be with you on this very important endeavor, hoisting high the flag of freedom. And I want to tell you, I came here in 1981, and I stood on those west steps of the U.S. Capitol right behind me, and there was a guy named Ronald Reagan taking the oath of office as the President of the United States. And at the close of his speech, he pointed right down here, right to the west, toward that great Washington monument, and he said, "There's the monument dedicated to the father of our country, George Washington." And down to the southeast, of course, is the Jefferson Memorial dedicated to the man who gave those great words in our founding documents. And further to the west, the Lincoln Memorial dedicated to the man who saved the Union. But Ronald Reagan said beyond those monuments are thousands of monuments dedicated to Americans who gave that full measure of devotion to their country. And that's Arlington Cemetery. And President Reagan said under one of those monuments lies a man named Martin Treptow, who left his little barber shop in 1917 and he went to fight in France. And after he'd been in country about 3 days, he was killed. When his friends found his body, they found that he'd kept a diary. And the last entry in this diary, he said, "I must fight this war as if the success or failure of America depends on me alone." And ladies and gentlemen, we have seen so many wonderful moms and dads here, relatives and friends of great Americans who went into that tough theater in Iraq and in Afghanistan and fought that war as if the success or failure of America depended on them alone. And ladies and gentlemen, we will not let them down. Now, you know, USA! 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 I want to leave you with a couple of excerpts from a couple of favorite Marines of mine. One of them came home in San Diego. In fact, how many folks been to my hometown of San Diego? Come on back, we need your tourist money. But a young Marine came into San Diego in 1945 from the South Pacific, and he wrote these words to his wife. He said, "I think that just to be able to be with your wife and kids, to be able to take care of your family every day is the greatest privilege a person can enjoy." And 61 years later, another Marine came back, this time from a place called Fallujah, and he wrote these words. He said, "At some point in a dangerous environment, you forget about your own safety and you try to take care of your men, and you place your own life in the hands of God. But your family, your wife and kids, never leave your mind. Families lift our country up. They provide us with fidelity, morality, faith in God, and raising the next generation of Americans." Well, ladies and gentlemen, that first Marine was my dad, Bob Hunter, to whom I owe everything I am or ever will be. And the second Marine was my son, Duncan, coming back from his second tour in Iraq and reflecting on those words and on the words of so many Marines and soldiers and airmen and sailors that have been related to me by folks here today. I've come to the conclusion that God still loves this country. We're a people of faith and courage and fidelity. And ladies and gentlemen, it's for this next generation that we are fighting this war against terrorism. And we will leave Iraq the right way, and that is in victory for the next generation.